in a space where time doesn't exist is a place where forgiveness is. And I think that it should be infinite. And I'm excited to have you here today. This is Tawana, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
We are here for Project Uplift. And the question is, not that I'm asking you now, but the question is, could life be different? And I want you to share with everyone your story of forgiveness and how you made it through.
Okay, being in a 20-year relationship, being married for 17 years, God show you signs, but you just don't look at them because you want what you want. Mm-hmm. But in that relationship, I found that I was trapped, being controlled, being mentally abused, being sexually abused, and also sort of kind of being physically abused too. Mm-hmm. But again, once you get in the trap,
it's hard to get out.
It's hard to get out that trap, and sometimes you don't even realize you're in a trap.
Yeah. Until
it gets to be really, really hard. But anyway, after 2 kids later, I thought my relationship was okay. But then, that's when the trap really started happening. My husband then started treating me really, really bad. Not speaking to me, not wanting to be with me, not wanting to be seen with me, like he was embarrassed or whatever. And the thing was that I didn't even know why. I mean, I thought I was like okay looking, I thought I dressed okay and all that, but it wasn't even about that. So it got to be at a time where, let me say, he was treating me as if I was somebody off the street. I wasn't his wife, and the not speaking went on from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days and sometimes maybe a month of not speaking. So now you have this relationship, but you also have the children involved, and they're looking, but I guess they're not really paying attention to what's really happening. But when you live in that, so now we're in this marriage that's really not working, but you want it to work.
Yes.
So you got this person not speaking to you, not talking to you, not doing anything with you. He living downstairs, I'm living upstairs, and we're separated. But only time we would come together was when it was time to have sex. So the thing with that, it just kept going on and on. So one day we in the mix, we having our, we doing our thing or whatever, and he just stops and says, I don't want to do this no more. He don't want to do us anymore. He doesn't want the marriage no more. And my first instinct was to just, and that's just what I did. I just went for the body, because I'm like, why? I supported you in everything. I did everything you wanted me to do. I was trying to be the wife, the mother, and all that, but you didn't appreciate that, So saying that, not knowing that it was somebody else, he decided to stay down the basement, but he wanted to call and make his little booty calls to his wife upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah. So I come down because I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I do this, it'll be okay. But for real, it wasn't okay, because then when the morning time come, it's even worse than it was before. He back to reality. He just still wouldn't talk to me. You know what that made me feel like? I hated that joker almost, because he made me feel less than. When I was making him feel all the way up here, 100, not being pretty. I mean, I just went through this whole guilt trip. Like, what's wrong with me? Why I can't please him? He's supposed to be my husband. He's the father of my children, but I'm getting this abuse, physical, mental. What do you do?
So my question to you, going through that for so many years, being in this relationship, when did you decide that enough was enough and that you had to move on? And how did you actually implement forgiveness? I mean, I know that may sound hard for someone to do. Like, you're in a relationship with someone for so many years and you got kids, and I know it's the hardest thing to do. But how did you even get into a space to want to, like, I'm done? and then have to still be in a life with this person because you guys brought life into the world.
Yeah. And that's the crazy part about it, because even though I knew I was trapped in that relationship, I still wanted the relationship. So it wasn't me that walked out on him. He walked out on me. That's how I actually got out of the trap. It wasn't because I wanted to get out. It's because he wanted out. And so with that, when you finally come to the conclusion that somebody don't want you, but you still want them, but you still got to let go. And like you said, I still had children and all that, but still loving that person from a distance. And I knew that these were my kids' father. How could I hate this man? So at some point, at some time, I had to come to reality and think, hey, look, these are my kids' father. I have to forgive him. You know, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be standing here today.
Yeah, so that decision, I really want to get into what that decision was like, because the emotions, I can only imagine, as being a wife, being a mother, somebody not wanting me. And I know that you have to do the best for your kids, but what was the decision like when you had to make it? Like, I know you said you wanted to do it for the relationship of the kids that you guys birthed, but was there something deeper that you had to activate within inside yourself in order to forgive?
A whole lot of praying. It was a whole lot. And even now, when I look back, you know, not only did he play a part, but I played a part too. You know, so now I had to go back and rethink this thing out, and not just blame him, but blame myself. So now I got his burden and my burden on me. You know, so now I gotta dig deep. I mean, like, go from, it's almost like starting all over again, like from a baby. You got to start crawling, you know, and then you walk, and then you got your balance, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, start maturing. That's what it is. I had to mature. And so, you know, the thing is with that, you know, I had a lot of growing up to do. You know, I really had a lot of growing up to do. And you know, I'm not mad about what I had to go through, because see, it shows me how God took me out of a bad situation and he put me right into this good situation here. So, you know, you got to go through the storm to get, you know, to the sunshine.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just in a good space. If I didn't forgive him, I would be tore down, I would be busted, broke down. You know, I would still be in that bad space, and it wouldn't be good for me, my kids, or anybody else, even for him. You know, we can have a decent conversation now, you know, without us, you know, attacking each other. So that's the one good thing, because I always wanted to make sure, even if we weren't together, whatever, that we had a friendship, you know, because of our kids. And we had history. You know, even though you may have bad vibes with somebody, you still want to have something good with them in the end.
Now, you know, we're sharing, and the thing that I love about sharing with people when we're talking about forgiveness is like, there's so much that I pull from it. So what I just pulled from you was literally, our lives are like movies. And have you ever looked at a movie and you might have not seen something the first time, but then you have to go back and keep looking at the movie and you're like, oh, I didn't see that.
Right.
That's why that happened.
Yes,
or, you know, that's literally, you know, what I just got from you. So it's like going back over the movie of your life to realize, and forgiveness, what part you played. A lot of times we don't think about the things that we potentially have done to even get into that position. So that's awesome, and I hope that someone is taking that you know, you can press rewind, not only to just start over and start anew, but you can press rewind so that you can go back and see, you know, what part I played in that. Well, and I have some things that I need to do that with right now. But I want you to share with everybody the main question, you know, could life be different? And if so, do you think people can actually make the decision to forgive, or something you have to go through in order to forgive?
I think it's a two-part. I think you can forgive, and then it's something that you have to go through too. You know what I'm saying? It's like when someone do you wrong, you either gonna carry that baggage with you, or you gonna have the mindset to say, okay, I have to forgive this person, because if I don't, I'm gonna be stuck in bondage.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be still trapped. Maybe not in that relationship, but just trapped in general. You know, and my thing is right here, right now, and today, I am so free. I am so happy. It's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling of what I have inside of me, because I have been trapped for the last 17 years. Oh my God.
Girl, you got me about to cry.
The last 17 years of my life, and it just feels so good. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm so happy, because I'm in a good place right now. I'm sorry.
It feels good. I know it feels good.
I'm supposed to do.
It's okay. It is all right.
My eyes are running.
You have a lot going on.
Oh,
A lot that
absolutely.
you're helping people with. And I got tears to right there.
Oh gosh, my mascara running.
How can people stay connected? I love your couch conversations. I love what you're doing with that. And I know that there's so many people, because you deal with mental health issues, and you're making it your mission to help others in the world with that.
Yes,
How can people stay connected and have that conversation with you?
Oh gosh, you can get me on Facebook, Tawana Eugene. You can call me 240-485-4017. I would love to talk to you, especially if it's something that you're going through. It doesn't matter. We can go through it together. We can laugh. We can talk. We can play. We can do whatever you want to do. But I'm here for you. Yes, we have the walk and talk.
Oh, gotta talk the walk and talk.
The
We
walk
do
and
that
talk on Mondays and Thursdays.
You see, we're in the nation's capital, so if you're
Yeah.
in PG Maryland, we do it at the track, PG track, because we know that healthy conversations lead to
yes.
healthy lives. So, guys, I want to thank you for being a part, because this is a movement. Being a part of Project Uplift.
Yes.
Could life be different? And the answer to that question
Is forgiveness. Yes.
forgiveness and yes.
Yes.
Thank you.